may not know it, but we are going through a series of psyops right now, as I always warned y'all about. And it's all a part of the separation of the frequencies, whether it's negative or positive, what most people call the quote-unquote rapture, the reset, the pole flip, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, if you fall for any of these psyops, most likely you're going to be choosing the wrong side. So back in May 2020, when Trump issued a National Prayer Day in hopes that we can manifest this whole thing to go away, because he lost his power and had to give it to FEMA for the remainder of that term. Ironically, a few weeks later, this is when they created a major psyop, which was basically the George Floyd situation, because it basically sparked up the Black Lives Matter movement again. So at those protests, the demon rats literally paid people to be there. And when I say people, I'm talking about undercover officers and agents. They were the ones inciting the violence. They were the ones placing weapons all around, such as bricks and poles, to incite vandalism. All in order to gaslight with their very real weapons, as we all know they did. We seen them use frequency weapons, rubber bullets, tear gas, the whole nine, as if the protest wasn't really peaceful for the most part, besides their agents. We seen they arrested mad people and charged them. And you can't forget the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't even created by a black person. It was created by one of the quote-unquote elites. So it literally never benefited us. They took the profit while we took the beat down. The demon rats control both sides while controlling the media. Versus today, where we're literally seeing protests blocking federal agents from doing their job. People are assaulting federal agent vehicles. People are hiding other people away from getting deported. We can clearly see all the illegal activity and we're not seeing them get arrested. And it's only because they know they did anything, they're going to be gaslit on media. The Demon Rats is funding the protests. They are promoting the violence. Now it's time to be real. We all know if those are all black people, that'll be a completely different story, right? Ask yourself, why was the Black Lives Matter protest attacked versus the migrant protest that hasn't been attacked, even though they are provoking a response? Those protests back in the day was funded by the same people that's funding these protests right now. And they're being funded and directed by the demon rats. You see, the real reason they want all the migrants here is because they want another layer of protection. They know they all had to be deported first before they could even get to them, because they are disguised as Americans under birthright citizenship. And guess what happens once that's gone? They'll be the next ones to be deported. And that's why they're fighting so hard to keep everyone distracted. So while everybody is thinking the quote-unquote Mexicans is the real target, they really aren't. It's the quote-unquote elites that's sitting here appearing as they're American when they're really not. They're committing humans through the traffic, and not only that, they're laundering money all across the world. They're stealing from America and giving it to everyone else, their homies, at their home in their home countries. And that's the issue, all issue. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. They're doing harm to our country and other people's countries as well. And I say that by taking, quote unquote, the workers from there, when they could be building their own country up, they're over here building here in America. But no one ever thinks that far. You feel me? Anyways, y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.